Hi guys. So I'm back again. I wanted to do a introduction video to my channel because I know I just kind of jumped in with the vlogging without really talking about who I am or what it's about, and I felt like after rewatching it that there was some information just kind of missing. And I wanted to cover that here. So I'm just going to jump right on into it. Cool. So, hi. We're going to do that. Hello. My name's Emmett. I'm 20 years old. I'm transgender. I'm queer. I'm engaged. And I'm chronically ill. And that's a really hard thing for me to say. I have been sick my entire life. I have, since I was a kid, I don't ever remember feeling good 100% of the time. I was always tired. My muscles always hurt. I was a chubbier kid. I was made fun of a lot because I just didn't really fit in. And part of that was because I was so sick, and no one really thought that maybe there was something wrong. I still, despite that, was really, really active for the first 18 years of my life. And that was great. I did theater all through high school. I loved it. I would go to the gym 6 days a week, 2 hours a day. I was there constantly. I was working with nonprofits. I was an honors student, straight A's. But then everything just kind of started crashing down around me. I, right out of high school, got a job at a fast food restaurant. And I thought I was going to hate it, but I really, really enjoyed the work I did. It was fast-paced, it was fun, it was stimulating. I have ADHD, so things moving fast is like ideal for me to keep me interested. And about 3 weeks into having this job, I started puking all the time. I couldn't keep almost anything down. And I didn't know if I was contagious. I was going to doctor after doctor. I was calling in sick all the time because if I was contagious, I didn't want to get anyone else sick. Sorry, I'm fixing my camera. Oop. Excuse me. Hello. There we go. I'll just hold it. Yeah, I didn't know if I was contagious. I didn't want to get anyone else sick. I was confused. I couldn't keep anything down. And I lost 60 pounds in 2 months. And that was scary for me. I mean, I was always a chubbier kid, so people were always being like, oh, but you look so good, but I felt terrible. And then I started getting really bad dizzy spells. I would almost pass out. The edges of my vision would go black. I would have to sit down, like, really fast, within, like, maybe a minute, so that way I didn't end up passed out on the floor. And that was scary for me too. It was rough, and I was tired all the time, and I thought, maybe I was overworking myself, and I ended up quitting the job because I couldn't go in. It was just a little bit too much for me to handle, with my health being the way it was. And I went to doctor after doctor, and no one could tell me what was wrong. They still don't really know what's wrong. I mean, it's been 2 years, and I can still hardly keep a lot of food down. And before this, I could, eat half of an entire pizza by myself and feel fine. But now I eat half a burrito, and I'm peeking it back up. So that was really rough for me. And then I enrolled in college. And that was so much fun. I loved it. I was doing what I wanted to do. I was talking with people who were interested in the same things that I was, and I was learning stuff I wanted to learn. And my first year there went great. It was fantastic. And then my second year wasn't so fantastic. I started getting really bad muscle weakness, and I was just really exhausted all the time. I couldn't do my schoolwork because I couldn't focus. It felt like my head was stuffed with cotton balls. Like, I couldn't think clearly. And on top of all my other symptoms, I was really having a rough time. And so I went to my doctor, and I said, this is my family history, and I know not all the symptoms match, but I really need you to look at this list and tell me if maybe I could have one of these things, because so far the tests that we've been doing haven't been working, haven't been turning up any results, and I need to know what's wrong with me. And eventually he said, well, I want to check to see if you have fibromyalgia. And he did a pressure point test, and it hurt so bad I thought I was going to pass out. It was the worst. And he diagnosed me, and he put me on a medication that helps with the nerve pain, and another medication that is supposed to help with the muscle spasms. And he sent me home. And I was really optimistic. And I was still tired. And I still couldn't do my schoolwork. And I failed 3 classes my last term. And so I decided to take the next term off for myself, to deal with my health. And then I got a proposal from a local nonprofit, because I was a sociology student. And they said, hey, this is what we're doing, and we really think that you could benefit our organization, and we'd love for you to come work with us. And so I started an internship there. And I figured, it's only a few hours a week, I can handle it. And I couldn't, which sucks. I really enjoyed the work I was doing there. I really enjoyed the people. I had such a good time working with that nonprofit organization. But I just couldn't do it. And I talked to the founder, and she was really, really understanding. And she, wished me the best and said I could come back at any time. And since then, I've been pretty much housebound. I can hardly stand for more than 15 minutes without taking a break, without passing out. I have a lot of muscle weakness, so I walk with a cane now. I injured my knees. There's already signs of arthritic deterioration, and that's a really rough thing to hear at 20 years old. That, your joints hurt all the time because you have arthritis. Because I just started living my life as an adult, and all of a sudden it's like my body was like, oh, by the way, all those things you wanted to do with your life, I'm gonna make it the most difficult thing ever. So I have been mostly housebound. I go to doctor's appointments almost every week. I live with my fiance and his parents, who are both also chronically ill, so they really understand, and they're really willing to help me do things that I'm not able to, like cook and clean up a lot of things. I can do a lot of cleaning as long as I'm sitting down, but there's not a lot of cleaning that you can do while seated. And so my fiance's mom helps a lot with that. And I have hypermobility syndrome, not EDS, not Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, but a separate related disorder, which is really funny because my fiance's stepdad has Ehlers-Danlos, and so we really understand each other because we have a lot of the same symptoms, a lot of the same problems, and he's really understanding and really helpful. And I'm still pursuing diagnoses. I'm still trying to take care of my health, but it's rough because, I'm 20 years old, and there's a lot of people around me, a lot of my friends that are like, oh, well, I hope they fix it soon, so you can go back to doing the things that you want to do. But it's really hard coming to terms with the fact that it's never gonna be fixed. There's not gonna be a cure for me. I'm never gonna be able to do all the things I wanted to do. But at this point, it's a lot of symptom management and trying to figure out how to just be able to take care of myself again. And so I started vlogging. I don't know if I said that right the first time. To try to document my symptoms and my daily struggle, and to vent, to just put it out there, scream into the void. Just to try to get some, like, emotional clarity, I guess. Just to put it all out there and do my best. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I know this has been a long one. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, let me know. Message me if you want. I'm always up to talk. And I will be back tomorrow with another vlog.